Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and I will now call to order our reorganizational board meeting to kick off the 2026 calendar year. And so with that, I will turn to our acting clerk for establishment of quorum.
Okay, Kirby Anderson,
Present.
Kelly Graff. Here. Melanie Cole.
Present.
Jenny Christensen.
Present.
Missy Hermes present. Stephen Bigasa. We have a quorum.
All right, I would seek a motion to adopt the reorganizational agenda. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor of approving our agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, that is adopted, and we have a public hearing scheduled at this time, and so rather than get partway through our reorganizational meeting, I think we will just take this opportunity to have Superintendent Drake present the public hearing on the tax abatement request that's been put before the school district. So take it away, Superintendent Drake.
Well, good evening. It's a new issue.
I just lost the internet too.
Me too.
Oh, yep, it's gone. I didn't, because I wasn't trying. Okay.
So the video's picking up then? Cool.
Oh,
Technology. This is working out fine since the meeting's scheduled at 5:20.
Yeah. Could do the Jeopardy stuff.
there, now it's working.
Well, mine is not connecting, but I will just go through
I'm connected to the ladder after.
an oral description of the process. So first, an overview of tax abatement. In Minnesota, tax abatement generally refers to a tool used by local political subdivisions to include cities, counties, school districts, and towns to encourage private development or redevelopment that serves the public interest. It can involve reducing or deferring property taxes for a specific period of time. And it's governed by a couple of Minnesota statutes, 469.1812 and 469.1815. Duration and financial limits. So a tax abatement can have a standard limit of up to 15 years or an extended limit of up to 20 years if at least one jurisdiction, city or county, declines to participate. The annual capacity limit for a school district is 10% of the district's net tax capacity, or $200,000. Request and approval process. So first it starts out with an application to the school district, which we received. Then it turns to the public hearing, which is being held at this time. And then finally, the last step is the approval of the governing body of a resolution. Project scope and structure. This project has been brought to the district by Pioneer Care. The project involves building 3 duplexes that would house 6 pods. Pod 1, which would be 1 unit, would serve Pioneer kids as part of their childcare program, and Pods 2 through 6 would be available for independent licensed childcare providers. And it should be noted that this initiative is designed to encourage or stimulate new childcare slots in our area. So not replacing existing, but opening up new slots. The idea is to provide below market rent to help these businesses gain a foothold and offer affordable childcare options. It supports a family childcare business model, and the goal is to ensure long-term, sustainability for the providers. Project cost and timeline. The project cost is estimated to be $1.2 to $1.4 million, and they will be utilizing a Habitat for Humanity's build model. So Habitat for Humanity will take this on as a project. Project impact. The project is expected to create 60 to 70 new childcare spots or slots, and addresses a critical shortage in our region. It is estimated that 382 slots in the Fergus Falls area represents our current shortage. And project timeline, this is a 3-year anticipated development from start to completion, with anticipated beginning construction of the spring of 2026. The specific tax abatement request is estimated to be not more than $70,000 and not to exceed a duration of 15 years. And with that, I will entertain any questions.
How many spots did you say there were in the 5 pods?
There will be 60 to 70 childcare slots available.
Superintendent Drake, when does this come back? Will this be on our next board agenda for our resolution?
So it could be on our next board agenda for a resolution. There's currently some discussions taking place about whether this project would be exempt from taxes, and then we would not have to go through the abatement process approval.
Okay. All right. Well, I would note for the viewing audience, there are no members of the public here to speak and ask questions, although this is a public meeting, and unless either one of you has anything that you want to make inquiry about, other than, yeah, the board was briefed, had a work session. Thank you, Nathan. And so with that, hearing no questions, I believe that will conclude the public hearing regarding our tax abatement.
Thank you.
Thank you. Returning then to the reorganizational board meeting agenda. The next item of business is election of a chair for the 2026 calendar year, and I will now accept nominations for the position of chair.
I nominate Melanie Cole.
All right, are there any other nominations for the office of chair? Any other nominations for the office of chair? Melanie Cole is the only candidate nominated for the office of chair, and I hereby declare myself elected by acclamation and direct the acting clerk to record so in the record. Seeking next the nominations for office of vice chair. All right. Are there other nominations for office of vice chair?
I nominate Jenny Christensen.
All right. Any other nominations for office of vice chair? And I'll ask one more time, any other further nominations for office of vice chair? We have 2 board members nominated for office of vice chair. And so we will use a voice vote and for those, and then move to a hand vote if needed. All those who would vote for Kirby Anderson for vice chair, say aye. Aye. Those who wish to vote for Jenny Christensen for vice chair, say aye.
Aye.
All right, I would hereby declare that Jenny Christensen has had the majority votes for vice chair, and I would direct the acting clerk to record so in the record. Now seeking nominations for the office of clerk. Are there any nominations for the office of clerk?
I'd like to nominate Missy Hermes.
Are there any further nominations for the office of clerk? Any further nominations for the office of clerk? With no further nominations, I hereby declare that Missy Hermes is elected by acclamation, and I direct her to record so in the minutes. Thank you. Seeking now nominations for the office of treasurer. Are there nominations for the office of treasurer? I will nominate Stephen Bigasoff for treasurer. Any other nominations for office of treasurer? Any other nominations for office of treasurer?
I'll nominate Kirby.
All right, Kirby Anderson is nominated for treasurer. And one more call, are there any further nominations for the office of treasurer? Having concluded calling for the nominations, we'll take a voice vote. All those in favor of Stephen Bigasoff say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Fine.
Stephen Bigasoff has won the voice vote for office of treasurer, and I would direct the clerk to record so in the minutes. Thank you. We have quite a variety of functional decisions to make here, and what is before us in our minutes are many of the things that have been decided from a previous year, all subject to the board's input for changes. So currently our salary for school board members is $530 per month. This covers all regular and special school board meetings, work sessions, the retreat, which we are moving to call a strategic planning meeting, so
Thank
it
you.
doesn't sound as fun. It's more reflective of it. 2 committee meetings a month. The MSBA conference is included. We each are tasked with certified contract negotiations. The negotiations that do, with contract negotiations, certified staff gets an extra stipend. So that translation means if you negotiate the teacher contract upon settlement, that is available. The position of chair gets an additional $100 per month because of the added responsibilities. And if you are attending more than the outside salary conditions, then you can bill the school district for $25 per hour. I added a facet that any board member not attending the strategic planning meeting in July will not be paid the monthly stipend for that month. That is the majority of our responsibility that month, and therefore, without attending it, it's my suggestion it doesn't merit monthly salary for the board. So, with that, that's the current proposition. I would entertain a motion to endorse all these facets or any changes. I don't know if board members are thinking that the salary is currently adequate, so I am opening the floor for the motion.
I'll motion to accept the salary as stated.
And in regard to all the other conditions, any adjustments?
Nope, I think they're all fair.
All right. Okay, we have a motion to endorse the current salary for school board members and all that it encompasses. Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second.
Okay. Discussion on the item?
I don't think I've ever billed the district for $25 an hour. Have
For
you?
the additional?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not very
No,
common
it,
at all.
yeah. I mean, it's a,
How often does that happen?
I don't believe that, it has happened for years. I think it became, there was a point on the board where that was added because there was an imbalance of the workload. And some of the board members were doing a lion's share of attendance of the meetings, and so there was
Sure.
that was added to even that out.
Hmm.
If we don't like that, we could adjust the motion and start again. Anybody?
I think it's a good thing.
It-
I've actually turned it in, I
Okay.
think, twice.
Okay.
And I think it was primarily when we were doing, we were hiring at the same time, we were hiring a principal at high school, we were hiring a principal
Oh,
for
yeah.
middle school, and we were hiring a business manager. And I was on all three interview teams, and there was 2 months in a row, I think, where it was like, well, if Jeff remembers what it was. It was a lot.
Yeah,
And
pretty
so
intense.
I think it's fine to have there, but it is a once in a blue moon type thing.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion on motion? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, that's approved. Meeting dates, locations, and time. The meeting dates are the second and fourth Mondays of each month, held here at 5:15 with the following exceptions. And the morning meetings that we have in the summertime, and then the one in December will be held at the Otter Community Room. And the second board meeting of the month of May needs to be adjusted due to Memorial Day, so that's noted. The summer meetings begin at 7:15, duly noted, and the second board meetings in March and December will begin at 7:15 due to school breaks. All right. Is that March? Is that accurate?
Yeah, we got a week off there.
Oh, yeah, this year. Okay, that's what confused me. Okay, that's the outline of the proposal. Is there a motion to adopt some or all of that motion?
So move.
All right. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion on any of these facets? Hearing none. All in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, that's approved. Looking for a motion to set the mileage rate consistent with the IRS recognized rate. Is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. And I would just note that we typically don't get mileage rate for any in-town activities, simply if we have an outside training opportunity. All right. Any other commentary? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. That's approved. Looking for a motion to name the Daily Journal as our official newspaper. Would someone make that motion?
I'll move.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor of approving that motion, say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. All right, that's approved. Item 11 is a motion to resolve that the signature scan shall be used until a new signature scan is available because of the change of officers. Is there a motion? And now I understand this would be a resolution, correct? It says it be it resolved, but it doesn't show. It can be just a regular motion? Okay. So seeking a regular motion for this, continuance of the use of the signature scan.
Do you want me to look and see what we did last year?
Good. This is one.
If we make it a resolution, then we know we've got our bases covered.
Right, let's just, Missy, let's just move ahead, and that's what we'll do. Will someone offer the resolution to use the signature scan until a new
I'll
scan?
offer the resolution and move for its adoption.
All right, and is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All right, then clerk, will you please take roll?
Yes. Kirby Anderson.
Yes.
Kelly Graff. Jenny Christensen.
Yes.
Missy Hermes. Yes. Melanie Cole.
Yes.
Stephen Biggessa.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted.
All right. Secondly, we'd look for a resolution authorizing payment by wire or ACH. So authorization for wire transfers for the following business office employees: the finance director, finance officer, accounts receivable associate, and accountant. And so the staff that are currently in those positions are named, accountants to be determined. And this is for payment of sales tax, bonds, K-12 management, retiree insurance, miscellaneous payments as may be required. Payroll benefits manager, Sherry Smith, can make those is authorized to do those for payroll related payments, including but not limited to payroll taxes, PERA, teacher retirement, healthcare, etc. I will offer that resolution and move for its adoption. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion on that? Okay, with that, clerk, will you please take roll?
Yes. Stephen Biggessa.
Yes.
Melanie Cole.
Yes.
Missy Hermes, yes. Jenny Christensen.
Yes.
Kelly Graff. Kirby Anderson.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted.
All right. Looking for a motion to designate our depository as FM Bank, if that is the wish of the board. That has been our current official depository.
I'll move.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor of designating FM Bank as our official depository, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, looking for someone to endorse a resolution authorizing to employ legal counsel, whereas from time to time matters arise which require consultation with legal counsel, whereas the school board may not have time to meet specifically to hire legal counsel for a particular circumstance that has arisen, and therefore a general authorization to contact legal counsel is necessary. Whereas the school board reserves the right to hire any legal counsel of its choice for any particular matter, now therefore be it resolved by the School Board of Independent School District number 544 as follows, that the superintendent or school board chair be and are hereby authorized to contact legal counsel as needs require. Will someone offer that resolution and move for its adoption?
I'll offer that resolution and move for its adoption.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll take roll, clerk.
Okay. Kelly Graff. Yes. Jenny Christensen.
Yes.
Missy Hermes, yes. Melanie Cole.
Yes.
Stephen Biggessa.
Yes.
Kirby Anderson.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted.
All right, thank you. Looking for a motion that acknowledges our participation in the Minnesota High School League District Liquid Assets Fund. And so, looking for a motion to acknowledge that we are utilizing that format.
I'll move.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
All right, opposed, say nay. Okay, that is approved. We have before us the committee representations that we had last year. And so this doesn't require a motion, but it requires some negotiations. So let's talk about it. One of the things, So listing, I mean, we can look at the various ones that we have. I am gonna propose that we no longer, have a board report on the Minnesota State High School League. It seems a little duplicative for the activities committee. The activities director and/or the activities committee could do that. It is the only committee that we've had up to this point where there's no attendance at the meeting, and that it's simply a report on minutes. Well, if that's what we're getting, we can,
Well,
maybe all.
and I mean, that's because they refuse to have virtual meetings.
Right.
That organization.
Right. Part of the idea behind the committee representatives is that we, as a board member, are a voice at the table. And so if we don't have a voice at the table, then reporting back simply on what other people have done, it doesn't seem like a real good use of our time, in my opinion.
I was interested always in when a new sport was added, or things like having ninth graders covered by the insurance, and so,
That absolutely is something that activities can cover too.
sure.
Because Derek is, I mean, he gets all that news as well, and he can communicate that to whomever is on the activities committee, and that can be included in that report. It does seem redundant to have it be separated.
I believe that. So, so thoughts on that? Anyone else want to speak up? Anyone want to feel like we should retain that as a reportable committee? Okay. So we'll give that the old scratcheroo. And then we have these other standing committees, and we are open to flexing them around. I would like to continue my Region 1 board, which is elected, so if I quit, it wouldn't be, it would take a new election anyway. Activities Committee has Kirby, Jenny, Stephen. Is that still a committee that the three of you are all willing to work on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Curriculum Review. Steve.
I'm on that. I'm
Yeah,
on that.
so
But
this-
although Steve has done it.
Well, this
I know,
is,
and you took it over last year, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this didn't get updated. So
Okay.
that's what we're working with, is what was before us this
Okay.
last year, so.
You're fine staying on that, Missy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Missy loves that one.
I do, it's my favorite.
Last year, we had Finance Committee with Kirby, Jenny, and Kelly, and then midway through the year, there was some switcheroo. I took that. It's normal for the board chair to be on Finance Committee, and so currently I am on that committee. And,
Wouldn't it be normal for the treasurer to be on that committee too, though?
yeah, it would be.
So,
So-
I can take Steve's personnel spot. I know
Okay.
we're not there yet, but if Steve wants to be on finance, I can switch to personnel.
I kind of like personnel. But if I have to be on finance, I guess I'll be on finance.
you like policy too?
Yeah,
Okay.
Personnel,
yeah. I like
we're
all of them.
adding that one, right?
Yeah. We
I mean, I can jump off of the, like the principals.
Oh, no, that's a separate category.
Nice try,
That's
though.
contract negotiation. We all get a bite of that pie. So.
I've heard it both ways, but,
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Sorry. I'm just
So,
kidding.
Finance, yes or no? You're, as treasurer, it's really only I mean, you're a key figure on that.
Am
So-
I?
So who's on?
Okay, so I'll take Jenny's spot on finance,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then, so it's me, you, and Kirby then.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Buildings and grounds.
I can jump off of that one,
All right.
if Jenny, you want to take that one
I
instead.
could take that one, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Kelly, you're okay staying on that one? Okay.
All right. Policy committee, we've got our stalwart committee members there. Missy and Stephen, are you?
Yep, I'm
Good
good.
on that? Kelly,
Mhm.
speak up if you're something you're, okay. Wellness committee, you're on that. Kelly, are you wanting to, okay. Kirby's in love with the 544 Education Foundation, so.
Yeah.
Not messing with that. Staff development? Good. meet and confer. I have been on that, and partway through the year last year, I suggested that we had Steve Fergus, so you can have a say at the table about the end dates at school. And we've had two
Mhm.
people on that before, and so
Yeah, you and I did for a while there. It was more informally, I think, but yeah.
yeah.
Put you
Yeah.
on there, Steve?
Yeah, I'd like to be on that.
Meet and confer.
Okay.
So is it both of you or just Steve then?
Both of us.
Okay.
And that way, I mean, it's probably
Yeah.
2 or 3 meetings.
I don't remember the last time they met, do you? I mean, did they meet this year yet, or?
No, we have one upcoming. First, or 21st or 22nd.
Oh, it's right, I got invited to that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so before we conclude our committee assignments, do we feel like we've got balance?
We do need to address the personnel
Personnel.
committee.
Personnel?
Oh, where
Yeah.
the hell did that go?
Well, we didn't have it last year this time.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
sure.
is a new committee.
All right, and so, I've been on personnel, and Stephen has been, and Missy has been. And so, are we continuing that? Kelly, do you want another committee?
I don't, no, I'm good.
You're good? Okay,
So me,
I'll stay
Ellen,
on,
and Missy?
yeah, I like it.
okay.
What's that? You
Oh.
want to?
Oh, I thought, I don't have to take it.
You took
Steve
building
can
and
stay on
grounds.
it. I took building and grounds instead, okay.
Yeah, if that's okay.
You wanted to
I'd
stay on
like to stay in
personnel,
personnel, if that's okay.
Okay. We'll make sure the list is updated then. And maybe next year, when we do this, we'll just have, I don't know. It's a little confusing to go with what we had before us a year ago,
Mhm.
and then we modified it a little. I didn't redirect anything different, so maybe I'll,
And maybe we can put the committees in alphabetical order.
that would be so helpful. Yes.
I agree, I think that'd be super helpful.
Soup's
Thank you.
helpful, thank
Mhm.
you. Okay.
Very helpful.
Great.
OCD's.
We'll just keep, we'll just keep humming along. And so, 2026 negotiation representative assignments. So we have concluded certified staff. No need to change that because we're not going to be doing that next year. Principals. Kirby, Jenny, Stephen. Well, let's just take a look at this. Kelly, we'll need you to do a negotiation group, and I was going to give you a pick because we moved you off the paras and paraeducators because of the gift. That was very nice, but makes it difficult to negotiate. So do you have another negotiation category that you'd like to work with? Okay.
I can be off of the principals one if you wanted to take that, Kelly. It's up to you, but.
Okay. And Jenny and Kirby, are you still good on that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we got, does someone else want secretaries, custodians? Then I would go down to the, I could do paras and paraeducators. If somebody else could fill in.
Is Kelly still,
I-
Kelly, you're still doing Title I there? Or no?
No, that's the one that,
Oh.
I can take secretaries.
oh wait, no, I'm
There's
confused.
2 different para groups.
It was a
Okay.
special ed one, right?
Yeah, just the, are you good with doing the Title I paras and paraeducators? That's typically pretty concise. Okay, very good. So then, we got principals. I can stay on secretaries, custodians. The individual contracts goes for board chair, so no wiggle room there. Kelly's on that one. Special ed paras,
I could take that one. If no
Okay.
one else wants it.
yeah, we'll put you in there. You did that one before with me. And then food service, Missy, still good?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And that takes care of that. All right, we have our negotiation representative assignments. Here's our handy dandy listing of our 2026 monthly school board meetings. We discussed it earlier and voted on it in our reorganizational planning, this is just an outline of it, so I think we can just.
Should
um,
I replace Steve, like my name when bill review for the third representative, right? I should just assign myself
Oh, yeah.
to where Steve is
Yeah.
for
and
April
September.
and September?
Yeah. So Steve, you're primary, and then
Mhm.
Jenny's filling in wherever your name was. Okay.
Yep. April and September.
April and September's for me, yeah.
All right. Any question about that? All right. And it's important to be at the bill review, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, statute indicates more than one board member is required to review bills.
Yes.
Lastly, I have a resolution to propose, and I will put this in front of us. Now therefore be it resolved that the school board members are expected to attend regular and special board meetings and assigned committee meetings, prepare for and participate professionally in meetings, comply with applicable laws, board policies, and ethical standards, engage in ongoing governance training, and focus on governance and oversight rather than day-to-day administration. Just a recap of our responsibilities. I'll offer this resolution. Be it further resolved that the resolution establishes board expectations and norms and does not alter any statutory provisions regarding the election, tenure, or removal of board members. We'll entertain, I will offer this motion and move for its adoption, and I would seek a second.
I'll second.
All right, any discussion on this? Just want to reinforce just how important it is to be active, involved, educated in order to, in attendance in order to actively or adequately represent the public. We're getting paid to do this. It's only honest to be showing up and contributing. In addition to this proposed resolution, I do have a form for each of us to sign, just to quantify that, and something we can, there are extra copies if any of us wants to take a copy home. So that's the intention behind that resolution. Any other comments? Any other? All right. Then I would offer it up to you, clerk, for a roll call.
Okay. Jenny Christensen,
Yes.
Missy Hermes, yes. Melanie Cole,
Yes?
Stephen Biggessa,
Yes.
Kirby Anderson.
Yes.
Kelly Graff. Yes. The resolution is adopted.
All right, I will call for adjournment to this meeting. Would someone offer that motion?
I'll move.
And is there a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion on adjournment? All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, we are adjourned. I'm going to take a pause between this board meeting and the regular school board meeting. I'll hand these out and we'll have them signed, and then we'll commence our next meeting. I would note that we'll begin that meeting, and then we will have a closed session beginning at 6 p.m. All right, with that,
I had to make sure I put 6 and not 5.
Mm-hmm. The 5 says you changed those things.
are we prepared then? Everybody set? Now I will call the regular school board meeting of Independent School District to order. And once again, clerk, please establish a quorum.
Okay. Kirby Anderson.
Present.
Kelly Graff. Jenny Christensen.
Present.
Missy Hermes here. Melanie Cole.
Present.
Stephen Biggessa.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the agenda for this meeting?
So move.
A second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. The agenda is approved. We will move to reports and information, and in this instance, we'll start with Superintendent Drake. We have you first. I think that was adjusted from last time. Are you good with that?
I am good with that.
Okey-dokey.
Well, we'll just fast forward through the slides I was unable to show you earlier because of the internet connection.
Oh, you really don't want to go through that again?
No, no.
Okay.
So first, a couple thank yous. We do have Paraprofessional Recognition Week coming up, starting January 19th through the 25th. So this is maybe a little bit ahead of the game, but just wanted to express my appreciation for all the work and their commitment to our students and our staff. We certainly couldn't do our work without them. They are an integral part of our system and the heart and soul of our schools. And many, many times the paraprofessionals have the deepest relationship with the students of anyone in our school. So it will be our honor to recognize them in the upcoming week with Paraprofessional Recognition Week. This was some really nice news I received via letter over the break. It is the Blue and Gold Scholars Program through M-State. This is brand new. But essentially what this does, there are a few conditions to it, but for students that meet the criteria, essentially a 3.0 cumulative high school GPA or higher, this will take care of the remainder of the tuition and fees to attend M-State that aren't otherwise met through other scholarships and grant opportunities. So if our students in Fergus that are graduating that meet the criteria will be able to attend tuition and the fees for free through M-State. So really nice opportunity for students to continue their education, and a thank you to M-State for allowing this opportunity or providing this opportunity for our students and community. Some congratulatory notes. Caleb Froning is now the all-time leader in pins with our wrestling program. So congratulations to Caleb. We also had the first high school Knowledge Bowl meet of the year last week. And out of 24 teams, 6 schools, Fergus Falls Fuchsia took first place. That team is made up of Gus Crone, Eric Swanson, Trygve Ronovic, Chloe Brown, and Cooper Christensen. So congratulations to Team Fuchsia. But all around, our students did very well. Team Fire was 5th, Team Flame was 6th, and Team Fig placed 11th out of the 24 teams. So great start to the Knowledge Bowl meet. Our mixed media art and painting classes had an opportunity to explore a couple of exhibitions downtown. One was at the Lake Region Arts Council Gallery, and then the other one was at the Cadets Galleries. So our students got to meet a professional who is making a living as an artist and hear about how one gets into the field and some tips about becoming a professional artist and making a living in that vocation. So wonderful opportunity for our students to be connected with our community and learn from some folks engaged in the work. We have another Taste the World event coming up. This happens to be India. And so it is a butter chicken dish with tandoori chicken. And so about a week ago, Lance and his staff prepared about 200 pounds of fresh chicken, marinated it in spices and Greek yogurt, and then that was put in the blast chiller and will be served here in the next couple of days. And this looks pretty darn tasty to me. So our students will have an opportunity to try something new and open up their cultural experiences with that new cuisine. So I appreciate, this is a lot of extra work for our food staff, so I just want to say a shout out to them for being creative and helping broaden our students' cultural knowledge and experience. Then we have a behavioral specialist that started this week. Her name is Mara Pausch, and has really hit the ground running. The behavioral specialist position is being paid for out of our ADSYS grant funding. And so you can see some of the work that will be done with this position. It is only going to serve our elementary schools, and that position will work very, very closely with our mental health practitioners through Lakeland. Between this person and our mental health practitioners, they will have a toolkit of approved strategies or interventions for students that are struggling with some facets of their behavior. In typical fashion with ADSYS, we will do progress monitoring to make sure that the interventions that we're implementing are effective, and we're seeing positive growth and change out of the students. And so at this point, we're developing the interventions. We're getting training on the screening tool, which is called SABRS, and getting out the parental communication for permission to assess some of our students. So we're excited about this new program and the impact that it can make on our elementary schools. Every 3 years, we get a visit from the state fire marshal. Over the course of a couple weeks, he will spend about 5 days on our campus. He will visit all of our buildings, and so that will take place here in the coming days, so we look forward to that review. And then there are a couple of recent grants that we received that I want to send a thank you to the Inga M. Johnson Endowment Fund. Community Ed received $2,500 for a homework help grant, and the ALC received $2,500 for group activities for their students. So appreciate all of that, and that grant process is run through WCI, so appreciate their involvement in that as well. And with that, I will turn it over to any questions.
Are there questions for the superintendent?
This is appropriate, nothing, but is the fire marshal just coming to the Kennedy campus, or is it all buildings?
He'll visit all the buildings.
All the buildings,
yes.
okay.
Yep.
Good. My question is, did I remember accurately that we need to close the school board meeting at 6 to accommodate timeframes?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And with that, at this time, the board will consider a motion to move into a closed session. This is pursuant to Minnesota Statute 13D.05 Subdivision 3, and it's attorney-client privilege. We're going to discuss the lease with the Children's Corner. And so would someone make that motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor of closing the meeting, say aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. We're now going to move into a closed session at 6:04 p.m. I'm going to ask that all the members of the public and staff that are not involved in the discussion exit the room. I'd like to entertain a motion to reopen the regular school board meeting of Independent School District 544.
I'll move.
Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor of reopening the meeting, say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. All right, we are going to return to the agenda at reports, and we'll turn to you, Kirby.
Okay. I will report on the 544 Foundation and the Finance Committee. So I'm gonna start with the Finance Committee because our Finance Committee meeting was basically about the renegotiating and looking at renegotiating the lease on Children's Corner, and we just discussed all of that, so I shouldn't have to report on that any further. 544 Foundation has met twice since my last report on December 11th and also last week on January 8th. Currently, they have assets of $2.68 million. Just a side note, about half of that, right around half of that, is set up for endowments. So financially, in pretty good shape. The fall and winter newsletter went out last month. They also sent out the first major donor newsletter in the mail. Scholarship applications have been updated and are available either online or in the counselor's office over at Kennedy. There was an email that went out to alumni, and I guess our open rate is way above the industry average. It's something like 25 or 30 to 40%, depending on the email that gets opened. And so that's good news. We did, the board did approve a change to the community arena agreement. 544 Foundation has been the fiscal host for that for many years, and it's been updated now to sunset in no more than 4 years from now. They've also voted to be a fiscal host for our district marketing efforts. One event we have coming up this week is Friday night. It's alumni night, and it's going to be over at the rec gym. There's a boys basketball game, and the alumni and friends will be participating in a pep band, and I will be working there for an hour and a half selling small basketballs. We'll have a halftime fundraiser to see who can put the basketball at midcourt the closest to a target. And it's a fundraiser for the foundation, and also a chance for some lucky fan to win some money. And finally, the Kennedy display cases are due to be cleaned and updated. And I think Mindy Feuder does that every year or two. So that's my report for the foundation and for the finance committees. Any questions?
All right,
Okay,
thank you. Jenny Christensen.
Activities Committee met on December 17th at 9 a.m. We discussed the turf and scoreboard updates. We have since this meeting decided to hold on that. We were told that our turf can actually last a couple more years, so we're going to wait on that so we can kind of make a more cohesive marketing plan. That actually is another thing that we discussed is hopefully Derek and Amber can pull together an actual marketing packet that'll have tiers and levels, and it'll be more than just here's an opportunity to have a banner or here's an opportunity to be in the program. Like there will actually be a little bit more structure to the marketing options when it comes to activities. We also discussed in terms of funding, we talked about boosters a little bit and them, whether or not any of them hold 501c3 statuses. I know, or we mentioned that Rachel Toole does have an umbrella booster that for some of the smaller ones that kind of works as a pass-through. Steve had brought up fine arts and having boosters for them and being able to find a way for them to have a pass-through as well. And I had suggested that a Center for the Arts might be able to be a fiscal host for some of the fine arts programs. So we talked about that. We also talked about in the future, hopefully, if funds allow, our grass fields and getting some irrigation into them. Right now, they last until about the third week of December, the third week of September, and then they're basically not really usable for any of our sports. So maybe that might be something to look into in the future. The last thing we discussed were golf simulators. They do need to be updated. And Derek was able to secure so far $20,000 from the Dell Trust, and there is another $6,500 from the Eagles that hopefully will be coming in to cover the cost of new golf simulators. And I'll discuss that a little bit more in my bills report.
Okay.
Questions? What?
Yeah, they were gifts.
Gifts, yes.
Yes, that we now need to update.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
There's a session on Friday at MSBA on booster clubs, and I highlighted that one, so that's something we should
Here we
look
go.
at. Yep.
Yeah. All right. As for my board reports, Region 1 got snowed out, meet and confer did not meet, so I'll move on to Kelly Graff.
So the wellness committee met and they talked about the student survey that Minnesota student survey, that put that on vaping and energy drinks with 2022 and 25 comparisons. And there's a pretty big increase in the energy drink consumption. They did talk about how, like, our high school, like, gets locked in and they all have these energy drinks in their hands, but they're not the free, lots of Red Bull today. So they were thankful that the middle school is a mostly water-free zone. So they were thankful for that. Technology was talked about. Over 50% of high school students are using technology on school nights between midnight and 5 a.m. and at least once a week, and then they're coming to school all tired. About 90% of high school students reported that using social media every day, and many noted it can be problematic. They want to improve connections to students and families by eliminating some of that technology. We had some dental updates. The dental education is coming to elementary school. The teachers, it sounded like they can get a free dental goodie bag if they use the online dental education. Julie will email all our teachers about this. Change this year is Apple Tree Dental won't be able to come. There's just not enough staff available. So the student survey also talked about improvements in almost all dental areas. The dental sealant program is coming back. They will come to Cleveland, which I think they've already done there now this last week. And then Lincoln, Adams, and McKinley over the next 6 weeks. And then out of South County, public health said the respiratory illnesses are up. Not so much in the school they're seeing it, but more in the communities. At this point, I had to leave the meeting due to an emergency dental appointment with my son. But they did talk about food service, planning the next piece formula, which Mr. Drake talked about earlier. And then the summer program is coming back, which is great. Will be happening again this summer, approximately 10 weeks worth, so that's great for them. The CERP grant, we're still waiting on results. We received the Narcan and it's in place. They talked about traffic deaths for 370 traffic-related deaths on Minnesota roadways, which is actually 22% less than in 2024. Speed-related deaths, speed belt-related deaths, distracted motorcycle deaths all dropped in percentage from 2024 to 2025. And unfortunately, bicycle fatalities were 2 times higher this year. They will be sending a survey to staff for the break room health snacks. Lance will be looking into placing fruit together, Costco food boxes, fruit or veggie trays, wellness bingo, offer prizes, women's weightlifting at KFS. Looks like Jen Tilkey's going to be getting ahead of that. That's awesome. I saw that. Senior signs again are a yes. Balance is $2,612.67. And then the staff development committee met. This was a very short meeting. They went over the staff development days, which is Friday, January 23rd. It's at the end of quarter 2. There's a lot of people still signed up for this, which is great to hear. AI in the middle high school, AI elementary, dyslexia, trauma review, changing the narrative of suicide awareness, vision and learning, conscious discipline, American Sign Language. So they have quite the piece there for their self-development. And then they talked about moving on from cultural to something else. So they are looking for future speaker suggestions. So anybody that has anything for them, they are ready and open to hear that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions for Kelly? Stephen Bigasoff. Oh, no, we're not going to skip Missy. Missy.
Oh, well, let's see. Curriculum development did not meet, or curriculum review, I should say. But the policy committee did meet. And so you'll see those policies coming up later. One is a very brand new policy. This was originally proposed several years ago, and there were some questions. And so we waited until now. So all the kinks have been worked out of that policy. And then other two that you'll see are just revisions to current policies, updated, and language changes. Yes. That's it.
All right, thank you.
Sounds like it was a short meeting, but it was not. It's a long meeting.
Okay. And then, now back to you, Stephen.
Yes.
Building grounds did not meet.
All right. We'll move on to our general consent items, and for consideration of approval here, we have the minutes from our December 22nd school board meeting, and then bills and treasurers report.
All right, I will start with the treasurer's report. Our general fund, we had a beginning balance of $22,149,000 with an ending balance of $22,183,000. So it stayed pretty level throughout the month. Food service fund, beginning balance of $1,056,000, ending balance $1,092,000. Community service fund, $194,000 up to $257,000. Construction fund just stayed right at $383,000. Debt service fund was beginning balance of $2 million, ending balance of $1,087,000. Trust fund started at $159,000, ended at $163,000. And activities fund was at $315,000, ending at $323,000. So for our full balance, beginning balance was $26,264,000, ending at $25,492,000. Our total receipts for the month of December were at $4,426,000. Invoices paid out were totaled $3,709,000, and payroll that was paid out was $1,497,000. Moving on to our invoices for the time period of December 23rd to January 12th. Out of the general fund, we had $1,031,000 of bills come out. Food service was at $34,000. Community service fund, $2,100. Nothing out of construction, nothing out of debt service. We had $14,000 come out of the trust fund. That it was the golf simulator. So that was where the Dell Trust money went into, and then that's what paid for the golf simulator. And then student activities fund $2,350. So our total invoices paid out was $1,083,000. Of note, we had a bill for $49,000 for the Cleveland roof. We had another bill for $10,000, which was a 50% deposit on the Roosevelt boiler room, and $373,000 in payroll.
Okay. Very good. We have some personnel adjustments. We have a certified staff hire of Tori Ratz as a long-term sub, and then a support staff resignation from Melissa Moore, a special ed para. For consideration of approval is a grade level increase for the accountant job description number 127 from a grade 8 to a grade 9. And then also for consideration of approval is the 25-27 master agreement between the school district and the Fergus Falls Education Association. So is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Is there a second? Second. Okay, Kelly. And any discussion on those items? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. All right, that's all taken care of. We'll move to the item number 3 under new business. Number 1 and 2 have been covered by our early closure of the board meeting and reopening. Is there a motion to approve the 25-26 employee handbook? We had a copy of this in our materials before the meeting tonight. Someone offer that motion?
So move.
And is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, thank you. Any discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor of approving it, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Okay, well, looking for a motion to approve the employee assistance provider contract that with Lakeland Mental Health Center and our school district effective on January 1st to the end of December 2027. Someone make that motion.
I'll look.
Okay.
Take Steve.
Your second?
I'll second.
Jenny will second. Okay. Any discussion on that? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. That is approved. Looking to add a .5 full-time equivalent, so half-time position, confidential HR specialist position at the district office, effective immediately. Is there a motion to approve that additional position?
So move.
And a second? I'll second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Item number 6, revision to the 25-26 school district calendar. This is due to our snow day on December 18th, so the change would be to make June 4th a 3-hour early release, and then staff development goes to June 5th. Someone make that motion to approve the change?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I have a question. What we decide, or what was the discussion before about taking away that Easter Monday rather than running up so far into it? Do you remember?
I believe that's a meet and confer.
Well,
Right.
the calendar, it's not the norm for the board to change the calendar in mid-school year. So that's, in part the responsibility of the meet and confer, but I don't think the discussion's gone any further than the suggestion, because the calendar's been distributed, and for us to make a change like that without a snow day or something that pushes us would be abnormal, but.
Just a side note, I've been pushing for 7 years to have a snow day on either Good Friday or on Easter Monday. It never, within meet and confer, it's never been very popular, so.
Yep.
So I try.
The-
Well, I think it's
Yep.
super hard because as the teachers get tired, the students get tired, and we're only halfway through the winter. We still have, 4.5 months of winter, and
Yeah.
it's like, and they said there's gonna be more snow, so I'm just afraid as I'm looking here, June 5th, June 8th, June 9th, I'm wondering, how far are we gonna take this into the school district? I mean, I get that we did this calendar because of the Hawaii trip, that's not gonna happen, but I just wonder how much are we gonna go into, because it's like, parents are starting to get their summer schedules, and teachers are getting married and having babies, and so I'm just wondering, are we gonna continue to do this, or can we please try what Kirby said?
Well, hey, I just took a meet and confer spot tonight. I'm happy to hand it over. Setting the calendar is always a complex project. This upcoming school year, the 26-27, it's going to be great because of the way that Labor Day lands. And that's what we're dealing with, the latest possible Labor Day, and then, yeah. So,
Well, the meet and confer committee is made up of 1 or 2 board members, and the rest are all various staff members from different buildings. So there's always been a hesitation to go that way from the staff. So I bring it up, and they say, nah, we don't want to do that. And so that's kind of the way it goes.
That was
yeah.
that first surprise.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
And I mean, when I was on meet and confer before, there was always going to be 1 or 2 people that said, I'd rather have more of my summer because it's like the sliver of time that's
Yep.
super nice in Minnesota. But the majority of the meet and confer staff that's on that committee, they'd rather not mess with these two positive.
Yeah, and they are to be representative of the staff in their building.
Yeah.
That's the intent.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so
It's-
that's what comes to the table, and then we work with it. So. Okay, so any discussion on that? Any other comments about this motion? All in favor of approving, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Number 7, looking to, well, we don't need board action on this. It's just listed as a item. due to protocol, we have the tentative fiscal year 26 seniority list for our school district. This will be distributed for staff review, and then we'll bring it back for approval if staff makes no adjustments, or if they make adjustments that need to be adjusted. But that's just a notification that we're looking at seniority list. Is there a motion to approve revisions to 2 school board policies, number 403 on discipline, suspension, and dismissal of district employees, and then policy 721, which is in regard to the uniform grant guidance policy for federal revenue sources? So,
I'll make that motion.
all right, and is there a second?
Second?
Okay, any discussion? All in favor of approving these revisions, say aye. Opposed, say nay. And we have a first reading of the new school board policy. This is one we haven't had, policy 507.5 school board or school resource officers. And so we have that for our information. We're putting the public on notice. This is a policy we're considering if they would like to look at it, and then we will bring it back to the next board meeting for vote. So, with that, we have concluded our agenda for tonight, and we'll have a very short work session, I believe. Is there someone who would be willing to motion to adjourn the meeting?
So move.
And a second? Any discussion? All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. And we are adjourned. And thank you very much.